Hello, it's Macy Smith here again for Speaking Assignment 6. I will be talking to an audience of primary school parents about childhood obesity. Today in America, obesity rates continue to rise. The CDC, the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, report that childhood obesity rates have doubled in children and quadrupled in adolescents in the past 30 years. Many people want to put blame on the ever-growing fast food chains for the unhealthy eating habits developed by Americans. In my opinion, the fast food chains are not to blame for the rate of obese Americans. Americans are to blame. I do not remember any instances of McDonald's shoving food down people's throats and forcing them to eat the fatty foods. People make the conscious decisions to eat the unhealthy fast foods offered by these chains time and time again, and continue to suffer the consequences. Children, I believe, suffer the greatest impact from unhealthy eating habits, because they do not necessarily have a choice when it comes to what they eat. Yes, you might ask your child whether they want chicken nuggets or a hamburger, or what sugary-filled drink they want with their kids' meal, but they do not make a conscious decision to not eat these greasy, fatty foods. They don't know any better. Your children follow your lead. They eat what you eat and pick up the habits that you teach them. That is why it's your job as a parent to teach your children healthy habits at an early age. You are responsible for teaching your children that in moderation, candy and junk food is not all bad. And you must instill the healthy eating and lifestyle habits in your children. Children are not born craving junky, sugary-filled foods. Those cravings and desires are brought on over time of eating those types of foods and are the effects of children being fed those foods at an early age. Nobody's born obese. Obesity is more often than not a result of unhealthy habits and lack of self-control. Obesity can easily be prevented, but you as a parent must take responsibility for your child and what they put in their body. By teaching children healthy eating habits and lifestyle habits early on, you are reducing their risk for cardiovascular diseases later on in life. Children pick up the habits that you teach them and will carry them with them for life. Obesity is a dangerous disease, and especially dangerous for children. The CDC also reports that nearly 70% of children that are obese suffer from at least one risk factor for cardiovascular disease. We are not helpless to this disease. We just have to raise awareness in our youth of today with healthy habits and the risks of an unhealthy diet. Nobody is to blame but us. We cannot expect someone to make healthy choices for us. It is up to you and you alone. By making healthy choices, you will be setting an example for your child. And even if you think they're not looking, they are. And they'll follow your lead. I'm not asking you to go home and throw away all of your good, tasty foods that you have in your house and survive on tofu and kale for the rest of your life. But I am asking you to take some time to think about what you're putting in your body and what you're putting in your child's body. Also, think about the example you're setting for your child. And by just making the simple decision to eat fruit rather than French fries can make a difference, and your child will follow your lead.